And lo and behold, okay, he named that little girl the name that I told him we were going to name our child. This particular date, I think it was this his birthday? I think he was turning 30 at the time. I don't even know, child. It was one of his birthday or the day after his birthday. Anyways, I remember within my soul, my deep, deep soul, I was like, yo, why aren't you answering the phone? I went on a rant. He was posting pictures on Instagram. He was posting pictures on Facebook. But I called him since like in the morning. He didn't answer the phone. I messaged him. He didn't answer the phone. Nothing. No communication. Nothing. So I'm in my bed like, yo, why aren't you answering the phone? Going off. And then I see him posting stuff. I was like, all right then. F you then. Listen. That was a Saturday. The Sunday morning, okay, child, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I was in my good bed on Sunday, and I got a phone call from this gentleman, okay, and he's like, we need to talk. I said, what we need to talk about? He's like, I gotta tell you something. You know the first thing I said? I'm like, do I have to get tested? Yes, that's the first thing I went to. Absolutely. Now, okay? I'm a responsible human being, but I don't know what you're doing with your life. And people always get mad saying, oh, why do women go there? Because I went there. It is what it is. I'm like, are you about to tell me that I'm going to die? Like, is that what you're about to tell me? So anyways, he's like, no, just listen. Just listen. So I'm listening now. And I'm just like, So he's like, so this is what he said to me. And I remember this. He said, so this girl called me. This is what he said. So, FYI, you're a girl. Don't joke. So he said, this girl called me and said that she's pregnant and she's keeping it. That is what he said to me. He didn't say my girlfriend, my side piece, or whatever. This girl. Okay? Ciao. Message. Anyways, so when he said that, I was like, wait, what? Are you serious? What? And I hung up the phone. I was like, nah, you joking. Like, whatever, I'll call you back. That's what I said to him. I'm like, I'll call you back. Yo, I was in a fit of rage. Like, I was just like, yo, is this the same person that said to me that he didn't want to have any children right now because he couldn't afford kids right now? Is that the same person? I was so enraged. I was hurt. Like, I was just like, what? Yo, I called my girl in, I didn't even call my friend in Alberta because she didn't know we were talking. I mean, obviously, I think she knew. She's not an idiot, but she didn't really know because I wasn't really telling her. So I called my girl in Florida. And she was like, oh my gosh. She was like, And she's like, I can't tell you what to do, but, don't do nothing stupid right now. Just think about what you're going to do, all that good stuff. I'm like, yo, I'm going to call you back. So I called him back now, and he answers the phone. I was like, yo, are you serious? Is this for real? Are you lying? He was like, no, she called and she said that she's gonna keep the baby or whatever. And I'm just like, I was like, all right, I'm coming to your house. That's exactly what I said. Now, I know that was probably a stupid move, like real stupid. I have this tendency of like forgetting and forgiving and all that stuff, right? And I was like, nah, this ain't right. Like, nah. So I got up. I think my mom was at work or something. I got up, I got dressed, and I went to his house. And his mom answered the door, and she was like, how you doing? I'm like, I'm fine. How are you? Okay? And all this time, I don't think she knows anything. I don't think she knows anything. So I go downstairs, and he's like, he starts crying. He's like, I don't know how this happened. This is not what I wanted to happen. This is not what he wanted to happen. That's what he's saying to me, right? And so I just go off. I'm like, yo, of all the things that you could do to me, this is what you choose to do. This is what you choose to do when you know how I feel. You know how I feel about you. I don't know how you feel about me because clearly you don't feel much about me right now. Like, this is what you do? you get some random, this is what I'm saying, because I don't know nothing, child. I'm like, you get some random girl pregnant, and then all of a sudden you're telling me she's keeping it, and then you're telling me this is not what you wanted to happen. Like, did you think about me when you were doing all of this? Like, I was hurt, okay? I was really hurt. Like, I was really hurt. And he's like, he was crying. Like, this man was bawling his eyes out. And I was just like, what the hell are you crying for? Like, I don't understand this. And then I hear his mom come closer to the door, so I know she can hear now, because she didn't know none of this. And I'm like, yo, you go out and get this bitch pregnant and all of this and blah, blah, blah. Yes, I was cussing, right? And I was just like, all right then, all right. That's what I said to him. I was like, all right. And then he's like, he told me he didn't want me to leave. That's what he said to me. He didn't want me to leave. And then this little bastard said to me, you know what? There was a period in time where I was trying to get you pregnant. Hello? God don't like ugly. So what you're saying to me, but you got to understand, now I can connect all these dots. But in the moment, I was just like, wait, what? Nah. So you're trying to tell me that you already knew this girl was pregnant. So she is not a random girl. You just decide to tell me that she's pregnant. Hello? Okay. So anyways, after that night, I kind of was just like, I was really hurt. I told my friend about it. And she was like, listen, you knew who he was. He showed you who he was, all that good stuff. She gave me a really hard time because I was crying, bawling my eyes out. And she was like, yo, you knew who he was and you went back to him. You caused this hurt. This is some serious hurt that you could have avoided. You know what I mean? But I'm telling you right now, he told me that I think in October of 2014. Listen, I don't remember the time, child. I don't know. Maybe we broke up in 2012. I don't remember. It's a 2-year span, okay? Maybe we did break up in 2012. Because I don't think he was around in 2014. 14. No. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, we might have broken up in 12. So I got the time off wrong. But anyways, so it was about November or October. I think his birthday was in October or something like that. Anyways. So then I'm friends with his sisters, 2 of them. I think he has 3. I'm friends with 2 of them. We used to, you know. So anyways, at that moment, I don't think I told him we were over. It took me about 2 weeks to like make sense of my feelings, make sense of everything. Just like, I still spoke to him, I just didn't speak to him as often. And then I remember something, it seemed like after he told me that he got this girl pregnant, his life continued and he was just doing his regular old thing. Like, he was like, all right, she's in the bag, she's gonna be here, all that stuff. Like, it was just weird. Like, I felt weird seeing that behavior from a person who just hurt somebody they claim to love. Like, you get what I'm saying? So I'm like, it was like, So it took me about 2 weeks to wean myself, to make sense of my feelings. I mean, without other people in my ear. Like, it took me about 2 weeks. And then the last thing I remember ever saying to him ever in life, and it was not on the phone, because it was on the text message, because I'm like, I don't understand why you did this. That's what I said to him. I was like, I don't understand why you did this. And he said, why do you always do this when I'm at work? That's what he said. I said, I don't care that you're at work. However, I wish you nothing but the best. I hope that you are a better father to your child than your father was to you. That is exactly what I said to him. That was the last time I ever had any communication with him. And I think that was the end of 2012, whenever it was. I think it was 2012, right? That was it. I deleted his number. I mean, when I told him this, I was at home or some shit, whatever. Anyways, I deleted him off of social media. His number was the last thing to go. I deleted him from social media. I deleted him from like Facebook, Instagram, stuff like that. And then I think his last grabbed to get my attention was the fact that he posted a picture of him and said young lady, big pregnant. She was about 6 or 7 months pregnant, huge pregnant belly. I was like, oh, okay. Because you gotta understand, this was November, October, then we had Thanksgiving. I was supposed to go to their family Thanksgiving dinner. Everybody was asking. But he didn't tell them that we broke up. They didn't even know about this child until Christmas, child. Okay? Your baby was a secret. All right. Anyways, so when he put that picture up, that hurt me, but I didn't take the bait. I did not comment. I did not message him. He did not listen. The last message I ever sent to him in life was the last time he's ever had any form of communication from me. Ever in life. Okay? Now, like I told y'all, we were together. I wanted kids. I badly wanted kids. I would have had children with him. That's how I felt at the time. You know what I mean? I all picked out names. I'm all like, this is what we're going to name our first child. Boy or girl. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is the corny shit I was doing. I don't know. So, once I deleted him, I got out of his way so he can live his best life. And then Christmas came around. And my mom was like, are you in touch with his sisters or whatever? And I'm just like, no. She's like, sometimes the relationship ends, but you can be cordial or whatever. Like, I just didn't want to come across as like a bitter girlfriend, because I wasn't bitter. I was hurt at what he did, but like, yo, bro, if you're happy, be happy, son. Like, you know what I mean? And so I think it was Christmas or New Year's, one of those. I called the sister that I was closest to, and I said, I guess you know by now, your brother and I are no longer together. So she's like, yeah, I heard, are you okay? I'm like, I'm okay. And then she was like, can I ask you something? I'm like, sure. She's like, how long were you guys together? I was like, oh. So I told her the same thing I told you. I'm like, yo, he might say 1 year, but I'm going to say 2 years. But really and truly, it was like 1.5 years that we were actually together, but we've been around each other for 2 years, right? She's like, oh, that's interesting. I was like, yeah. Like, I don't know what the situation is. I don't care what the situation is. I found out that he got someone pregnant around his birthday, and that's all I know about the situation. So that's all I got, right? So she's like, you just have to live and you learn, you move on and whatever. She was cordial with me, and I'm cool. Like, to this day, like, I don't have no ill feelings towards her or anything, so it is what it is. Anyways, fast forward. Although it took me 2 weeks to stop talking to him, it took me a longer time to wean myself off of this whole, like, why did he do this? Oh my gosh, XYZ, whatever. So in all that time, obviously, you see things, you snoop. I snooped. It is what it is. His sisters were my friends on Facebook, so I did see a lot of the stuff because he would tag them and whatever, and then I would see it. So anyways, okay, mind you, I'm out of the picture. He had his baby. He had the first child he had, I think it was a little girl. And lo and behold, okay, he named that little girl the name that I told him we were going to name our child. Oh my God, I'm like, that's so disgusting. That's so disgusting, but that's not my child, so it is what it is, like, whatever.